Every trip into the mountains is unique, its own individual adventure. Each one a journey into the unknown, where even the best laid plans can soon be unravelled.
Good morning folks, and welcome to the summit of Beinn Odhar. Magnificent, isn't it? Well, maybe not magnificent just now, but this cloud is supposed to shift in a couple hours time, and I'm hoping that it's going to rise up high enough to give me unobstructed views over to another nearby mountain, Beinn Dorain, where I'm hoping to get some nice time lapses and maybe some nice photographs as well. But as we all know, no plan survives contact with the mountains, so I'll have to wait and see about that. Anyway, the temperature up here today is actually not too bad. It's a little bit on the chilly side. You can see there's some frozen ice here in the loching next to me. The wind chill is a little bit, the wind chill is the main problem again. The last trip to Beinn Odhar, the wind chill was pretty severe. The wind was a lot stronger then though, so it's not as bad today. So it's actually not too bad. It's not too bad at all. I can't complain. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going to have a bite to eat just now and try and wait this cloud out. Fingers crossed.
I'd started the trip in the dark a couple of hours earlier in Tyndrum. Leaving a familiar stop, I headed north along part of the West Highland Way. Initially, the streetlights lit my path, but with the moon hidden behind the cloud, I was soon walking in the pitch black darkness. Later that day, the light showed me what I had missed in the morning twilight. The great bulk of Beinn Odhar looming over the gravel track of the West Highland Way. I approached a bridge across the railway, with the dramatic slopes of Beinn Dorain visible in the distance. I passed through the gate on the far side and headed off onto the grassy path. The roar of a river was unmistakable at this point. Crow Mald, or the Bent River, carves its way through the landscape from the slopes high above. Creating a small chasm filled with wee pools and waterfalls. Beinn Odhar means greyish-brown or dappled hill. Both descriptions fit this mountain perfectly, with its dull, grassy sides dotted with rocks. There's a faint path up the mountain that gives you a little respite from the relentless slopes by way of a few zigzags. It can be a bit sludgy at times though, so waterproof boots are a must. You'll start to encounter some rocks and a few boulder fields once you close in on the summit. On this day, I found the summit to be a cold, barren and windy place, covered with frozen rocks and nothing to see except the clouds. Situated in the southern Highlands, just north of Tyndrum, on a clear day, this summit would be the perfect viewpoint over to Beinn Dorain. Undeterred by the clouds, I decided to descend a little and skirt around the side of the mountain to see if I could get some better views. The steep western aspect of the mountain descends toward the road to Glencoe. The small cars below give you a good sense of scale. And after all the disappointment of the summit, the clouds must have felt pity and decided to put on a show.
Well folks, when I got to the summit this morning and I saw the cloud that was everywhere, I was absolutely gutted, to be honest with you. I was expecting cloud inversions today. I was cautiously optimistic. The weather forecast was said that there was going to be cloud inversions, but there wasn't. So yeah, I was pretty disappointed. And to be honest, I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to make a video at all with the views up there, because there were none at all. So, but I think this hill has redeemed itself, because coming further down the slopes here, I've had some fantastic light just moving across the landscape in the distance. It's taken on an almost like strange kind of reddish tinge to it as well. I don't know if that's because of the amount of mist the light has having to travel through to reach me. It looks quite strange. But yeah, I didn't get the shot I was looking for of Beinn Dorain, unfortunately. I can see it just behind me just now, the lower slopes of it, but the top of it is in the clouds, so that wasn't to be happening today. So I'm just going to head back down to Tyndrum now. Thanks very much for watching, folks. Hit subscribe to join me on my future adventures, and I promise I'll try to show you some better sights than the ones at the summit here today. Anyway, thanks again, and bye for now.